Good morning. Before I call this meeting to order, I would like to note for the record that I will serve as the acting chairman of this meeting. I now call to order the meeting of the directors of the Statewide Local Development Corporation for Tuesday, March 10th, 2015. The directors have received the written materials in advance of this meeting. They are free to ask questions at any time. The public is free to ask questions and comment on items on the agenda within the time limit specified on the agenda posted to the internet. I will now ask Ray Salabarios to present the two project items that are on today's agenda. Ray, if we could, we begin with the Beats Factory Inc. item, please.
Thank you, Mo. Staff is requesting approval for a JDA loan in the amount of $5,340,000 to the Beats Factory Inc. The $5,340,000 is 60% of JDA total price project cost of $8.9 million. G's Group is Europe's leading fresh produce company. Based in the United Kingdom and established in 1952, it supplies retailers across the United Kingdom, Europe, and the USA. It is a fully vertical integrated farming and fresh produce processing business, covering salads, vegetables, and flowers. G's Group has over 5,000 employees and annual sales equivalent to $605 million as of January 2015. Ledestri Foods opened in 1975 as Cantisano Foods, founded by Ralph Cantisano. The Cantisano family founded the famous ragu packing company in their home in Western New York. Ledestri's current owner, Giovanni Ledestri, left the ragu production floor in 1976 when Mr. Cantisano asked him to manage his new business. Before long, Giovanni convinced Ralph to invest in a small but functional pasta sauce line, and in 1978 began producing pasta for food service. As business quickly grew, the company relocated to a facility in Rochester, New York. Today, Ledestri operates out of 3 facilities, one in Dundee, one in Rochester, and a location in Pensacola, New Jersey. Ledestri has made over $490 million in sales and employs 690 people in New York State and 970 people nationwide. Love Beats Inc. was established in 2010 to market G Fresh's beet products. It is a fully owned subsidiary of G's Group. Looking to expand the reach of the Love Beat brand in the United States, G's Group identified Ledestri as a potential partner in a beet processing facility located within the country. Beats Factory Inc., which was founded to receive, process, package, and ship beets across the United States, is owned 50% by G's Group, 40% by Ledestri Foods, and 10% by Mr. Andrew Shorts, a marketing guru who will handle sales expansion in the domestic market. The company will currently operate out of a 100,000 square foot facility in Rochester, currently owned by Ledestri Foods. To renovate the facility and outfit it with the required machinery and equipment, the cost will be $17.1 million. The machinery and equipment, which includes a storage racking system, cookers, peelers, and quality control laboratory equipment, will cost $8.9 million, of which JDA is considering a 60% takeout loan, again, of $5,340,000. The machinery and equipment acquisition will take place in 3 stages: $6 million in year 1, $1 million in year 2, $900,000 in year 3, and $900,000 in year 4. ESD is also considering a $500,000 grant to assist the factory in connecting to the existing sewage infrastructure, and an additional potential $500,000 grant to pay down a portion of JDA loan principal at some time in the future if the company reaches significant improvements in productivity, competitiveness, and quantifiable benefits to New York State farmers. The state of New Jersey, where Ledestri also has an existing facility, has been wooing the company and has offered the Beats Factory almost in excess of $11 million in potential grants and tax incentives to locate there. G's is considering both New York and New Jersey's offer and making a decision, and a low-interest loan from JDA will be an integral part of what New York State could offer the company. With the approval of the project, JDA will facilitate the creation of 89 full-time jobs by 2018 and 140 full-time jobs by 2020. Furthermore, New York State beet growers can expect $6 to $8 million in annual sales to the new facility by 3 years after disbursement. And that's where the quantifiable benefits to New York State farmers come in. We're gonna hold them accountable. They said they're gonna do this, and we're gonna hold them accountable. If they do this, they'll get the grant. G's Fresh and Ledestri Foods are financially strong with a history of being profitable and combined sales all increasing over a 3-year historical period. Based on projections, Beef Factory, the new operation, will generate sufficient cash flow to service all the projected debt by the first full year operations. Therefore, based on a 1A- rating, the guarantees of 2 strong companies who have the cash flow to service all the projected debt, staff believes that both companies are fiscally strong and recommends approval of the request.
Great. Are there any questions or comments from the directors with regard to this item?
Do you have?
Yeah, just a couple of quick questions. They sell products currently in the States, right?
Yes, they're not, but not on the mass basis they want to do it. Yeah.
And those products are currently produced out of New Jersey?
Yes, the beets. But we think one of the issues that I found out they have in New Jersey, which gives a lot of leverage, is that it's going to cost them quite a bit of money to renovate and make that facility amenable to the expansion they plan on doing.
Mm-hmm.
They also have to have their own sewer system installed in the company, and that's going to cost them quite a bit of money. So this is one of the reasons they're leaning favorably toward New York State.
And I think the bigger picture that they were driving towards was to be self-contained in New York State,
Right.
so that they can produce the beets in the States.
Beets in the
as well.
States, because the idea is
Growing.
that they will get all the beets from farmers. And they're gonna process about 30 tons of beets. That's a lot of tons. 30 tons of beets per year. And so, right now, New York farmers can't meet those expectations, but over time, they will grow and meet those expectations. I've had conversations with ag and markets and verified that this will be very sustainable and very doable for the farmers.
And being New York that the supplier's gonna be New York farmers, the transportation costs of being in New York State, there's gotta be an
Right.
advantage to being
Yes.
in,
They'll cut the
to New
bridge
Jersey.
traffic. They were concerned about the bridge trips over the bridge.
Sure.
Right. No, I think it's a terrific project, and I think the underwriting is very solid in terms of the risk. I think it's been very well structured as a loan.
And will this be at the Eastern Business Park?
Yes, adjacent to the Eastern Business Park.
Adjacent to Eastern Business Park. Terrific. Excellent. Are there any comments from the public with regard to this item? If not, I will entertain a motion for approval.
Moved?
Second?
Excellent. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Ray, please continue and present the Ronnie Brook Farm dairy item, please.
Ronnie Brook Farms is requesting a JDA loan in the amount of $960,000. The $960,000 represents 60% of total project cost of $1.6 million. Ronnie Brook Farm was established in 1941 by the Ossofiski family. After all this time, it has remained a family-owned farm since that time. The current operators are the brothers Rick and Ronnie. Ronnie Brook began bottling milk in glass bottles and making quality value-added dairy products in 1991. As a sidebar, as part of my responsibilities to make sure these products are tasty, the yogurt and the chocolate milk and the eggnog is amazing. So just thought I'd throw it in there.
Best eggnog on the market.
Yeah, absolutely. Since the early 1990s, Ronnie Brook has identified and built a lucrative market niche, providing high quality and high value-added dairy products to upscale consumers in the greater New York City region. In order for the company to continue to expand, it seeks to invest $1.6 million in capital improvements in order to grow its output by increasing the hours of operation of their processing, pasteurization, and bottling plants, allowing greater output and cutting operating costs. The solar electric system will allow Ronnie Brook a greater level of autonomy from the electric grid. 2 additional milk delivery trucks will allow Ronnie Brook to keep transportation costs in-house and be more flexible with its delivery schedule. And Ronnie Brook will also be making improvements to expand its green market capacity. The company has provided us with a very detailed list of machinery and equipment, and this is part of the list is here for the directors to review. At the completion of this project, 47 full-time jobs will be retained and 27 new jobs will be created over 3 years. When Ronnie Brook successfully completes the proposed projects, Ronnie Brook Management projects that the company will experience a substantial increase in total revenue and profitability. The increase in profitability will stem from heightened capacity to meet the growing demand for its products. They've shown that their products, right now they're turning business away. That's how much orders they're getting. So that this is needed for them to increase their capacity. Ronnie Brook sales and profitability have been increasing over the 3-year historical period and are expected to trend upward, enabling it to pay back the JDA loan. So based on a 1A plus rating, the highest you can get for a JDA project, the company currently generates sufficient cash flow from operations to service the debt, and staff believe there are adequate collateral and guarantees to mitigate the risk involved with the project. Therefore, we recommend approval of the project.
Terrific. Thank you, Ray. Are there any questions, comments from the directors with regard to this item?
The milk that they use for their products, they're purchasing from.
Some from dairy farms, but they also have cows in-house and they're milking
So
their
it's
own
a
cows.
combination. So it's also a very good value-added product for the agricultural sector.
Right. Just like the beach almost.
Right.
It's great. Any other questions, comments? No? Great project. Are there any comments from the public with regard to this item? If not, I'll entertain a motion for approval.
Motion?
Seconded?
Terrific. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. And thank you guys very much. There being no further business, may I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
So moved?
Second.
Excellent. Thank you everyone for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.